News at 6, BMV officials held an open forum to discuss new vanity plate rules. Plus, local students do their part to help a struggling wild salmon population. And travelers prepare for a busy holiday weekend ahead. Love those stories and more as ABC 7 News at 6 starts right now.
This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. Earlier today, a committee of BMV officials held an open forum to hear those both in favor and against the Secretary of State's new vanity plate rule. Our Dylan Holloway visited the state capitol and has more.
On Friday, the Vanity Plate Review Committee held a public hearing on the Secretary of State's recently drafted rule regarding obscene license plates. Maine Secretary of State Shanna Bello says this new rule will decide how vanity plates are denied or rescinded.
And so we've put in place a very careful process. We've set up a committee to review vanity plates to determine whether they meet the definition of obscene or profane, and as well as an appeals process.
Bello says the appeals process allows someone who gets their vanity plate denied or rescinded to appeal that decision to an independent hearing officer, giving them an opportunity to have their case heard. During the public hearing, a representative of the American Liberties Union of Maine spoke against the license plate rule.
The proposed rule violates the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Under the First Amendment, the government cannot ban, quote, speech expressing ideas that offend. The Supreme Court has recognized that a desire to give offense is a viewpoint, and that, therefore, banning speech motivated by a desire to offend is viewpoint discrimination.
According to its website, the ACLU of Maine is the state's guardian of liberty and prioritizes such issues as criminal legal reform, reproductive freedom, racial justice, LGBTQ rights, women's rights, freedom of expression, freedom of speech and religion, and privacy.
What we have heard from parents and grandparents and concerned citizens is that they want to be the ones that are determining when their children are old enough to be reading obscenity, profanity, words that connote violence or sexual acts.
The committee will have up to 120 days to review all public comments on the new rule before deciding if any changes are necessary.
If I can't say it on the news, the government shouldn't be producing it on government-owned license plates.
Once all public comments are reviewed and possible amendments made, the rule will be finalized. Reporting from the State House in Augusta, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Schools in RSU 67 took extra safety precautions this morning following a potential threat. A message posted on the RSU website said they became aware of a potential threat that was made yesterday. The Lincoln Police Department was contacted and was on site immediately. Police Chief J.D. Sparks says they received information from a student about a possible threat that was made while talking with a person on social media. Sparks says the person who allegedly made the threat was not associated with the school district in any way, but that the school restricted access in and out of the buildings as a precaution. According to Sparks, there was no immediate threat to students or school personnel. RSU 67 includes the towns of Lincoln, Mattawamkeag, and Chester. Well, a judge is considering a motion by the state to throw out a lawsuit over the system that provides attorneys to those who can't afford them. The class action lawsuit by the American Civil Liberties Union of Maine contends that the current system is failing to ensure the constitutional right to effective counsel. An assistant attorney general told the judge on Thursday that the ACLU of Maine failed to show rights were violated. Now, Maine is the only state without a public defender's office. Instead, it relies on private attorneys willing to take the cases. Well, some of the ferry trips between Rockland and Vinyl Haven will be canceled this weekend. The Department of Transportation says an employee has tested positive for COVID-19. A statement says the employee's absence, coupled with ongoing staffing challenges, means they just don't have enough staffing or enough crew members to staff every regularly scheduled run this weekend. 2 trips will be canceled on Saturday. All but 1 trip will be canceled on Sunday. The City of Bangor's Community Connector will be temporarily suspending their Saturday service due to an ongoing shortage of drivers. According to a release from the City of Bangor, the Community Connector will discontinue its Saturday service until further notice beginning on Saturday, June 18th. This includes both fixed route and ADA paratransit service. In a statement, Assistant City Manager Courtney O'Donnell said, quote, We understand this change to the bus service will negatively impact some riders and want everyone to know that we did not reach this decision lightly. City officials determined the service interruption is necessary from an operational standpoint and believe the approach is the best option currently available. Potential applicants are encouraged to visit www.bangormaine.gov/employ for employment opportunities. Well, seventh graders at All Saints Catholic School in Bangor released nearly 200 Atlantic salmon into the Kentuskeg Stream today in an effort to help the endangered species. It was the culmination of a science project for the students who raised the young fish from the time they were just eggs.
We've been monitoring them to release them eventually, and we've been watching the temperatures, and we've been just
are among the last in the U.S. with wild Atlantic salmon populations, but their numbers have dwindled due to dams and overfishing. The project was part of a collaboration with the Maine Atlantic Salmon Federation, which provides materials and mentoring to schools across the state. Well, if you plan on traveling this holiday weekend, you'll have a lot of company on the roads alongside you. Our Sierra Jordan joins us now live from Bangor to tell us how the roads are looking so far. Sierra? All right, looks like we're having some trouble connecting with Sierra out there. We'll try again after the break. But in the meantime, we're going to turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Peter, thank you. Happy Friday. Your first weather is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. And all right, so some things to get through this weekend. But first, check out these high temperatures today. 80 here in Bangor, but look along the coastal areas down east. 66 Bar Harbor, 73 Millinocket. Tomorrow is going to be a bit cooler, though, as we have more clouds and rainfall on the way. Right now, the south wind, though, gusting near 25 miles per hour right off the sea, so that's why down east areas are much colder today. All right, so lots of rain to our north today, but we are pretty nice around here, right? A couple of sprinkles out there. That will begin to fill in tonight, though. There's lots of energy moving our way for tomorrow with a good chance for showers and storms. Our forecast then tonight, though, is clouding over, a couple of sprinkles by daybreak with low temperatures in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
All right, so feeling really warm overnight, Jeff. We'll take that. Thanks so much. And coming up next on ABC 7 News at 6, the Searsport Fire Department rallies support for one of its own after he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And Maine Central Institute debuts an original ballet based on letters from wars in U.S. history. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Buying a home is a big family experience. It is our dream home. Credit union is more like a partner, whether it's your home or whether it's in business. You get mommy? They're local, they're small, they want to take care of their customers just as much as they can. Pretty good feeling to have your local credit union backing you up.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. The first ever GMC Terrain AT4. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on GMC Terrain models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, take advantage of even extra savings during the Furniture Gallery's Memorial Day sale with truckloads of new inventory. Bring home the perfect living room set, dining set, recliner, and mattress. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. Open your camper cottage this year with a new mattress and receive a free bundle on all closeout mattresses. Don't forget to check out our selection of outdoor furniture too. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, and North Windham.
It's replacement window season in America. Many companies sell vinyl windows, but did you know there is a better solution? Renewal by Andersen's Fibrix composite material won't warp or bow over time like vinyl can. It's no wonder our Fibrix windows are replacing vinyl as the better replacement window. So why not save some money this season with Renewal by Andersen? Act now and schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
I got certified as a crash reconstructionist in 2005. I've investigated 150 crashes. 90% of those are speed related.
Vehicle rolled over several times.
When vehicles approach 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, the injuries start getting more serious to the point of being fatal. It's scary how fast someone's life can be altered forever just by driving a little bit too fast. The old adage is speed kills. It is absolutely the case.
When we opened in 2018, our business plan was to grow quickly. We had 6 employees. 3 years later, over 50 employees. Being able to work with a credit union that believed in what we were trying to do has allowed us to grow so quickly.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Welcome back. Well, it's a very busy weekend for travel ahead with Memorial Day right around the corner. We're going to check in with our Sierra Jordan, who's live from Bangor with a live look at how the roads are looking thus far. Sierra.
Well, Pete, they say Memorial Day weekend is the official kickoff of the summer season. I'm here in Bangor, and police officials are saying that the roads and the highways are pretty much going to be backed up for the entire weekend. According to AAA, 1.8 million people in New England are expected to travel 50 miles or more from home this Memorial Day weekend. Pat Moody of AAA says drivers are paying historic amounts to fill up their tanks at the gas station. He says folks are paying $1.75 per gallon than last year. Moody advises travelers to plan ahead before heading on the roads.
Some of those larger metropolitan areas, you'll see that there's going to be extra delays. It could take you twice as long to get through those. But then also we have a lot of construction this time of year as well. So it's really important to plan ahead, try to avoid those congested areas, and then also, if possible, the construction zones as well.
Moody says Friday afternoon, which is today, is going to be the highest volume of travel on the highway. He says with a combination of commuters and travelers, it's best to stay off the roads today between 12 and 7. He says between the hours of 1 and 4 Sunday will be the busiest time for the trip back home. Now, Moody also says we are entering the deadliest days of the year. He says between Memorial Day and Labor Day, AAA usually sees a very high number of teen fatalities. He advises parents to have a serious talk with your teens about the precautionary measures of driving. Now, live in Bangor, I am Sierra Jordan. Back to you, Peter.
All right, thanks so much, Sierra. Some really important tips there. Meanwhile, the Searsport Fire Department is rallying support for one of its own after he was diagnosed with terminal colon cancer. Sierra Jordan brings us that story.
41-year-old Jeremy Ward has been living his dream as a firefighter until one day he and his family received terrible news.
We were all really, really shocked that he, number one, was diagnosed with cancer, but also the stage of the cancer.
Jeremy was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer with no symptoms in July of 2020.
It's terrifying because you think about it, if he hadn't gone and got tested, you know, at stage 4, how much time would he have had he not gone and got tested?
Jeremy's wife, Misty, says the colon cancer first spread to the liver and now has spread to his lungs. She says it's been tough keeping up with the medical expenses for his procedures with no insurance.
Now we're about $21,000 in debt, just in medical bills that we haven't covered or paid for yet.
Misty says they traveled 2.5 hours to Portland for Jeremy's radiation treatment. She says with gas prices skyrocketing, it's not making it any easier.
Handle the car rides back and forth, especially after treatments. I think that would be way too much on him. That's why we are thinking that if we could stay, we have a camper, if we raise enough money for a campground, to stay down there close to Scarborough, the cancer center.
Jeremy spent 12 years volunteering for the Searsport Fire Department. Chief Andy Webster is a longtime friend of Jeremy's and says he's a hardworking and dedicated firefighter.
Day or night, alarm goes off, Jeremy will be here. And this is Jeremy's truck right here, and I can always count on Jeremy bringing it.
Misty says the outpouring support of the community and his Searsport Fire Service family has been fulfilling.
We have a cancer boot we put out for people to fill, and we usually give it a participant in town that has cancer. So we're going to donate that money to him this year.
Jeremy's family started a GoFundMe page in an effort to help pay for Jeremy's medical expenses. In Searsport, I'm Sierra Jonah reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Hope he gets all the support he can. All right, well, Maine Central Institute is debuting an original ballet this weekend only at Colby College. Russian trainer Natalia Getman says the ballet is inspired by true war letters from World War II and beyond. Andrew Carroll is the author of the book War Letters, which details a list of letters from both men and women during America's war times.
And especially like in this piece, it's a lot of like very advanced emotions, I would say, and like we're all teenagers, and I think that a really big part of this process has been learning how to like portray these like very mature aspects of the pieces.
At Saturday's 7 o'clock evening show, Andrew Carroll will read off some war letters he's collected. Getman says the emotions those ballet students are portraying are very real.
My manager was reading a book and she was giving me some letters to read, and that letter specifically struck me. I felt that the voice of the person, of Tommy in this case, needs to be heard not just by myself and the people who read this book, and also voice itself as a humans could be interpreted through the different tools of our body, and I think dance is one of them.
The ballet is entirely free, and there will be 2 scheduled performances, the first taking place Saturday at Colby College Strider Theater at 7 p.m., the second on Sunday at 2 p.m. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, longtime troop greeters from Bangor International Airport remembered friends who passed away. And in sports, Tyler Cruz is live in Orono with a recap of the America East Tournament. We'll have that story right after the break.
Q106.5 is Maine's #1 for new country. The biggest country stars with their biggest songs. And more fun with Scott Miller and Cindy Campbell on the Q106.5 Morning Show. Download the Q106.5 app and listen at work. Q106.5.
Nearly $2.8 million. That's how much Governor Janet Mills spent of your tax dollars to create radical school lessons. Watch this actual Maine Department of Education lesson plan. This is intended for children in kindergarten.
A transgender person is someone who the doctors made a mistake about when they were born. When a baby is born, the doctors will tell the parents what gender they think that baby is. They'll say, we think your child is a female, or we think your child is a male. But some people, when they get a little bit older, realize what the doctors said was not right.
Is this really what our kids should be learning in kindergarten? Instead of math, science, and reading? Janet Mills's radical agenda is just wrong for our kids and for Maine. Paid for by the Maine Republican Party, 9 Higgins Street, Augusta, Maine. The top 3 funders of the Maine Republican Party are Republican Governors Association, Republican National Committee, Maine Values PAC. Not paid for or authorized by any candidate.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, free delivery within striking distance of their 21 locations statewide. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Summer is here, and with an exciting new Toyota, you can go climbing, paddleboarding, mountain biking, zip-lining, camping.
How about napping?
Of course. Sorry, I'll keep it down.
Get 1.75 financing on a rugged Tacoma 4x4, named Best Buy of the Year among midsize pickups. Plus, Tacoma comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Q106.5 is Maine's #1 for new country. The biggest country stars with their biggest songs. And more fun with Scott Miller and Cindy Campbell on the Q106.5 Morning Show. Download the Q106.5 app and listen at work. Q106.5. Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Tyler Cruz, live at Mahaney Diamond for another beautiful day and another beautiful day of baseball at that. Maine, the top seed, looking to starve off elimination today against NJIT. The visitors winner would play at 6 o'clock for a chance for the championship game on Saturday. And with that being said, let's get right to those highlights. Caleb Lees, the freshman on the mound for Maine, looking to push them into that late game past the Highlanders. Hot start early for the visitors, though. 3 straight hits bring in a run in the first. And then the first pitch of the second inning is absolutely smoked to left field and gone. Highlanders would homer again in the inning, and that would give them a quick 4-0 lead. But Maine would show some resilience. They would battle back in the second. After a double from Jerry Jenkins, Connor Goodman lines the ball down the left field line for an RBI, and he wheels around for a triple. And then with 2 outs, Jake Marquez is just going to single him home with a base hit. That cut the lead in half to 4-2. Then, with 2 runners on later in the game, it's Goodman again, lining one into the gap, bringing home Joe Bramante. And then the next hitter is Ryan Turen. He brings 2 home and gave Maine their first lead of the game at 5-4. NJIT actually would battle back as well, and they would actually they would take the game. They would take a 7-5 lead in the 6th, and Maine would tie it at 7-7 before NJIT would retake the lead on another solo shot, and then they would add 1 more run to make it 9-7 on a solo home run in the 9th. So the long ball really working today for the Highlanders. The Black Bears showed some resilience. They battled, but 9-7 would be the final after they went quietly in the bottom of the 9th. So NJIT, the winner, 9-7 again. They will play UMass Lowell. That game is going to start very soon right behind me for a trip to the championship game on Saturday against Binghamton, and that wraps up the season for Maine baseball. Unfortunately, they went on a historic run, their best year since 2013, and it's safe to say that this program is looking on the up and up, but certainly they're not happy with the results from tonight and from this tournament. So that'll do it for the season, and that will do it for me for tonight. From Mahaney Diamond, I'm Tyler Cruz, and now here is your full 5-day forecast.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Vanity Ford, the nice car and truck people. Let's talk about this as a few things going on. So storms in the forecast tomorrow, likely non-severe. However, a couple of these could get a little squirrely with some thunder and lightning and probably some gusty winds in there. And then dry for Sunday, followed by more rain in the forecast next week. We are still in a pretty active weather pattern right now. All right, but today felt good, right? 80 here in Bangor, 66 Bar Harbor, 73 Millinocket. We'll take it with that onshore breeze today, making things much cooler on the coast and down east areas this afternoon. Same case tomorrow with some rain showers around. In fact, tomorrow is going to be a bit cooler as our front's going to be in the area. We're going to hold high temperatures pretty much in the 60s tomorrow with some rain cooled air in there as well. Right now, though, the wind is kind of all over the place, out of the east, out of the south, out of the west. Generally, though, it's out of the south, getting a little gusty, too, near 20 miles per hour times today. This will die down tonight as the low pressure is pulling away from us right now. It will get less windy tomorrow. All right, but for that reason, right now, there is a coastal flood advisory and coastal advisories in effect. Small craft ones in there, too. We could see wave heights here, onshore wave heights of 8 to 10 feet throughout the night tonight into tomorrow morning. It's also kind of stirring up the atmosphere, the wind is as well. So tree pollen now is still in the high category. Grass took a step back again. But look at the mold. Mold is now in the moderate category. So here we are in spring, right? This is normal, but if your eyes are itching and watering, this could be a reason why. Looking outside today, we had lots of rain to our north, pretty much stayed there, although there were a couple sprinkles around. And then we had some breaks in the action, right? Any kind of breaks in the action in the cloud cover in late May will give you a boost in temperatures. That's what the sun did for us today. But now the clouds are rolling back in. There's lots of energy just to our west. That is all moving in our direction. So we have a chance for showers and storms tomorrow. Again, likely non-severe, but a couple of them could get a little strong with some gusty winds and maybe some small hail. As all of this is moving in our direction, it's tapped in to the Gulf of Mexico, lots of moisture with, lots of energy with it. So just get ready. I wouldn't cancel your outdoor plans tomorrow. There'll be lots of dry hours in there as well, but just know there'll be some thunderstorms around. And then upstream, there's some more action here, right? Here we are, a very active weather pattern. This all kind of has eyes on us later on next week. All right, so rainfall-wise, looks like this. This is through Saturday evening. We're talking another 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rainfall. But if you get under a thunder shower tomorrow, You can get a quick inch of rain from that, which could mean some localized flooding in spots. Our forecast then tonight, though, is showers and storms late, like really late tonight. We're talking more like sunrise tomorrow morning. Look for low or not so low temperatures down near 62 with that southwest breeze around 10 to 15. For tomorrow, scattered showers and a couple of storms out there. Again, cooler, highs near 70. Most of us in the 60s tomorrow. Again, non-severe, likely non-severe, but they could get a little squirrely and loud with thunder and lightning out there. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast by Vanity shows the rain out there tomorrow. Lots of sunshine for Sunday, 79. Memorial Day this year, mostly cloudy, 78. And a bit colder for us on Tuesday with some rain showers through the afternoon. Peter?
All right, so some storms tomorrow, but overall a very nice holiday weekend ahead. Well, more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Shop Jordan's Furniture now, and it could all be free. Visit Jordans.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have lots of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on ABC7.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
The world is full of make or break moments, especially if you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture. It's time to make your move to help reduce your risk of fracture with Prolia. Only Prolia is proven to help strengthen and protect bones from fracture with one shot every 6 months.
Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Xgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections, which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Don't wait for a break. Call your doctor now and ask how Prolia can help you.
Tonight, the heartbreak in Uvalde, Texas, as the small community pays tribute to 21 victims. Congress under growing pressure to act on gun reform. But will they? World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched program on all of television.
Welcome back. Literacy volunteers of Bangor are holding their annual Literacy Tea fundraiser event. It'll take place next weekend on June 5th at John Bass Memorial High School. The event showcases an award-winning children's book author, Amy McDonald, and her book Little Beaver and the Echo. Organizers say the feel-good story holds an important message for kids navigating their social lives. Guests can tour dozens of tables featuring many popular children's books while enjoying refreshments tea party style. Proceeds from ticket sales benefit the nonprofit Literacy Volunteers of Bangor. The link to purchase tickets can be found on our website, foxbangor.com. Longtime troop greeters from the Bangor International Airport remembered their friends who passed away over the past couple of years. They held a ceremony on Friday morning in honor of dedicated troop greeters at BIA who have passed away between May 2019 and May of 2022. According to Amy Thibodeau, Marketing and Business Development Manager at Bangor International Airport, these dedicated troop greeters have welcomed thousands of military servicemen and women who've made their way through Bangor.
It's important to us that we show the troops today that we appreciate what they're doing for us. We're going to welcome them home with open arms and just tell them how much we appreciate them.
Greeter service dogs who passed away were also remembered during Friday's ceremony. Sarnecki has been a troop greeter at BIA for 19 years. And finally tonight, the United States Air Force is honoring veterans this Memorial Day with solemn videos featuring the U.S. Air Force Band. The band, which is based out of Washington, D.C., says they produced the 2 videos to honor our nation's heroes. The first video featuring the ceremonial brass performing Goin' Home with narration by Air Force Chief of Staff General Charles Q. Brown, Jr. The second video is of Technical Sergeant Jason Covey, who performs taps at Culpeper National Cemetery in Virginia. The unique perspective is provided by a drone revealing the scope of sacrifice made by our military members over countless generations. And as we say goodnight to you tonight, we'll leave you with some of the sounds and sights from those performances. Good night, everyone.